Previously on Nire.
My name is Amy, and my character's name is Bijou. Bijou is a high elf bard.
Hi, my name is Andrew. My character's name is Reeve Viteyevich Kolosevsky. He's a paladin. I'm actually a hill dwarf.
And I'm Erin. I'm going to be Tatsuo, who is a human samurai.
You see this group of gnomes reach out and try and pick their pockets.
No amount of money will fix that face. Don't even think about it.
As he's running, he turns around and he takes a dart and he throws the dart at you.
I'm going to cast Silent Image and create the image of just a terrible ghoul of some kind, just standing at the door to try to deter them from running out.
I'm going to swipe at him two-handed with my katana. He'd get a nice slice right down his face and
You're
chest.
going down or you're going in
Down.
and up? Down. All right, so you split him in half.
Gross.
I'm going to try to punt him, but with my battle axe.
Like you're golfing.
Like golfing, yes, exactly.
All right. Welcome. My name is Neeman Ironstone. I'm looking for some hardy adventurers to go on a little quest for me.
Welcome to Nire.
Hey, this is Jay. Welcome to Nire. Let's go around the table and please tell us your name and who you're playing.
My name is Amy. I am playing Bijou, who is a high elf glamour bard.
Hi, my name's Andrew, and I'm playing Reeve. He's a dwarf, a hill dwarf, and I'm a paladin.
My name is Erin, and I'm playing Tatsuo, who is a samurai human.
So it is the morning, and Neeman gathers everyone and leads you out to the docks. The tavern is very close to the docks, so it's not very far. You can pretty much just step off of the entrance to the tavern and pretty much get to the docks. So as you're going, the two dwarf guards who were with him earlier, accompany you guys as well. You guys get to the docks. There's a bunch of hubbub, a bunch of activity, and basically he says, "Hey guys, I need to go talk to the captain real quick. So just hang out here, and I will be back in 2 shakes of a whale's tail, if you know what I mean." And so he leaves with the dwarf guards. There's a lot of hubbub around the docks because it is a shipping company island. Mm-hmm. So you get a lot of people kind of moving stuff around, and we did get a long rest. So is there anything you guys want to do or talk about before?
Yeah, I just want to make a note that I look totally different than I did at the bar.
All right.
Because I was in my costume for one of my performances. So instead of having this really long black hair, I have like really, really short, like kind of pushed back, like orange and gold kind of hair. And I'm not wearing any makeup or anything. It's kind of hard to tell if I am male or female. And I'm just wearing a simple black tunic with simple black pants and black boots. And I don't look anything like I did before. Except the pointy ears. Those are still there.
I'm a little dressed down as well. I was wearing kind of my dress armor.
His juicy couture velour tracksuit.
Oh.
I've adorned a more battle worn
They all used to say
battle worn
juicy
clothing.
on the bottom.
And Aaron's got that yellow tracksuit on with the katana.
Yeah, and the yellow sneakers.
All right. So, as you guys are kind of waiting for Neiman to come back, you see someone come over. He kind of waves at you guys. He's wearing a big wide brim hat kind of draped over his face, so you can only really see one eye kind of poking out. Really scruffy human. He comes over and he says, "Hey, you hear you guys are heading to Greenhorn.
We might be passing that way. Why?
My name's Rodney. Folks call me One Eye Rodney.
Oh,
One-eyed Rodney.
Oh,
I actually have a package that I need delivered to someone in Greenhorn.
I
If
sort
you guys
of,
are going
I sort of
that way,
wink when he says that.
trying to make a joke.
Oh, forgive me.
Tatsuo is not amused by this.
I raise my eyebrow.
That eyebrow's getting a workout.
So he has a really large kind of overcoat on, like a duster style, and he reaches in and he pulls out a wooden box. It's pretty small, but it's really ornate. It's got a lot of carvings on it. And he says, "All I need is for someone to bring this to my contact in Greenhorn."
May I? I'm going to ask if I can hold it.
Absolutely.
Can I sense if there's anything magical about this box?
Do a Arcana check.
That's a 12.
Yeah, you're getting some pretty strong magic vibes, but you can't really tell what type of magic it is or anything like that.
Okay. So what is so special about this box? You said you're getting it to a colleague.
Listen, I'm willing to pay some pretty good money, but that involves not answering a lot of questions.
Right, but if we are put in danger by this, then that would not be worth any money.
I promise you guys, as long as you bring it to Greenhorn and you don't try and open it, you're not going to come across any danger.
Don't open it.
Tatsuo is not amused by this, and she's very distrustful. So she just saunters up to him and says, "Listen, One-Eyed Rodney," and she kind of takes the handle of her katana and thrusts it out a little bit.
As you do that, make a perception check.
3. She doesn't know.
All right.
Really, it should be more intimidation, though, shouldn't it?
Well, if you're trying to notice something.
Yeah.
No, she's trying to intimidate
You don't
him.
notice anything going on strange at all.
She's really trying to intimidate him into.
That's fine.
So she's trying to make him tell her through intimidation.
Tell her what?
Why? What's in the box? What's in the box, Rodney?
I mean, you can make an intimidation check.
Yes, do it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, roll it.
14, but then she gets +2 on intimidation.
All right. He basically says, he's like, "Listen, guys, I'm not easily intimidated. You must be new here." And he kind of looks around, and you can see now what you missed in your perception check, that there are a lot of very big, tough guys kind of all eyeing you and hands on weapons and kind of moving in a little bit closer. So I would definitely recommend taking that little sword out of my face. You don't have to take this mission. There is 50 gold pieces in Greenhorn for you if you take it.
50 for all of us or 50 for each of us?
50 on delivery.
For all of us,
Just
or
give
for
me-
each of us?
Listen, you don't have to take any of this 50, Missy.
Hold on.
For all
One
of
moment. Hold on. Everyone's getting a bit upset. Let's just take a breath. Reeves, would you come over for just a moment?
It's Reeve.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so sorry. Reeves.
I will come over.
You're a craftsman of sorts. Do you notice anything or recognize anything particular about the carvings on this box?
So there is
I ask for the box.
yeah.
I present it to you.
There is there is an eye on the top of the box that's very, very ornate.
Is the box also called One-Eyed Box?
No.
It's got Rodney's other eye in it.
Okay, so listen, Rodney, we either need to know, either or, We either need to know what is in the box or what type of people you're working with.
I'm not working with anyone.
But
They're
we're giving
working for
this-
me.
They're working for you. One moment. Let me
He
take
pushes his hat up on his head to kind of wipe some sweat away, and you see he's got 2 eyes.
You were hiding that eye all along. You're not really One-Eyed Rodney.
Folks don't call me One-Eye Rodney because I have one eye.
Do I, just from spending time in this town, have I heard any rumors or, let me see if I have some sort of lore thing to where, have I picked up any, no, I don't have anything like that. Have I picked up
You
any
can make
information?
a history check.
Okay,
It's going to be kind of high, but
that's fine. Oh, that's a 19?
okay. You have definitely seen around town some things that bear the same eye that's on the box. You've seen people with like a necklace that has the eye on it. You've seen it carved into like certain doorways around town and stuff like that, and the boxes on the shipping yard.
All right, Rodney. How much danger are we getting ourselves into by transporting this for you? I just need to know.
As I said, as long as you don't open the box and as long as you deliver it to Greenhorn, there will be no trouble at all.
Can I like insight check him to see
Yeah.
if he's alive? Is that okay? I just really need to. Oh, that's bad. 11. Yeah, I don't know. I just sort of look at my companions.
We're going to Greenhorn anyway. We don't need to do anything other than just deliver the box. Why don't we just deliver the box? I don't know. Doesn't seem
I'm
very
open to
dangerous.
it.
It's just a box.
It's going to be. Maybe you could hold the box because I don't know if I can hold on to it and not open it. That's just so.
Tatsuo's
Tempting.
first instinct was just to open the box.
I'm a very principled man. Oh, a dwarf.
All right. Do you want to do this, but you hold the box and we all swear not to open it?
I will hold the box.
All right.
She's feral. She just wanted to open the box.
All right, Rodney. We'll take your box. And if there's anything that goes awry, we'll be back for you, Rodney.
And one last time, just so we're clear. 50 total or 50 each?
50 total. It's just a transportation job. I'm not asking you to kill anyone. Jeez.
Make it 60.
No.
60. So then it splits even.
Don't worry. I might be able to work a few more coins out of whoever we're delivering this to. Don't underestimate me.
Okay, fine.
I put the box in my my satchel.
Thank you. He kind of nods at all the thugs around, and everyone leaves the dock.
So, sorry, I kind of forgot. Who is the description of the person we're delivering this to?
He didn't give you any description.
Wait, Rodney. Wait.
Come
Wait.
back.
Who are we giving this to? We'll take your box, but we don't know who to give it to.
They'll look for you.
With their one eye?
You trying to be funny again, mister?
No, I'm just the just the logic of it all. I'm just trying to work this thing out.
He pulls his hat back down. He says, "Go to Greenhorn. They'll know to look for you. I'll send word." And then he walks away.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you've got it, Reeve.
I kind of slap my satchel and motion at One-Eyed Rodney. We'll deliver the box safely.
Tatsuo was so eager. I thought she was going to try and steal it from him or something.
No.
Oh, God.
She just like kind of eyes it and then does kind of like a 2 eyes watching you, 2 fingers. Kind of stare.
All right. Well, Neeman comes back. He says, "All right, guys, we are ready to go." And he kind of does a little flourishy motion behind him. And you see a ship that is kind of medium sized. It's not too big, but it's in nice condition. And he says, "We're about to leave. So let's all get on the ship. Let's all go. Let's all go." And he's like very excited. He's not ridden a lot of boats in his life. And so
I haven't either, so I'm really excited.
I thought this was a ship.
So it's kind of like squares and rectangles, like a boat
Oh, right.
A ship
right.
is a boat, but a boat is not necessarily a ship.
So, Neeman, I've just heard this name about town. No reason in particular why I'm asking, but have you heard of a one-eyed Rodney? Do you know anything about this person? I've just heard things about him.
Oh, I met a Rodney at the bar last night. He tried to get me to deliver something for him, but I told him I was on I was trying to find other people for my own
Right,
mission.
yes, you're so busy. Right of you to refuse.
All right, well, as you board the medium-sized trade ship, you notice the crew is made up mostly of dwarves. An older-looking dwarf with a wooden leg and sun-bleached hair and beard braided into tentacles spreading out from his brown face, and a tri-corner hat approaches Neeman. Mr. Ironstone, we are ready to cast off.
Are these hill dwarves or mountain dwarves?
They would be hill dwarves.
Nice.
Neeman tucks his walking stick that he's been carrying into the crook of his arm, and he gives the dwarf a hearty kind of two-handed shake. You know, the thing where you shake and you put the other hand on top. It's
Like the politicians.
yeah, good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then Neeman gestures to the three of you and says, Captain Seafolk, if you please, these are my friends who will be accompanying me on this journey. The captain nods to all of you and he says, welcome aboard the Bearded Lady, he says with a slight grin. If you and your party could please descend to the cabins, I'll have one of me boys come give you a tour when we hit the open sea. So Neeman nods and kind of motion. He leads you guys below deck. There's like a ladder going down and he takes you to the cabins. So
I'm really looking forward to a guided tour by some of the boys.
I think they're men, but everyone's a boy to him. Since we're going to be on this ship for a while, the tour is, there's some cabins down below. You guys have your own cabin that Neeman's reserved. It's a room that's very, very small, but it holds 4 hammocks for you guys that are hung in kind of bunking pairs. So someone can claim the top bunk and someone can claim the bottom bunk.
Oh, may I have the top?
I wasn't going to go up there.
Neeman's already settled down in a bottom bunk because he can't reach to get up to the top one.
Tatsuo has acrobatics as a skill.
So you get the top bunk?
Yeah, so she just flips up there. Flips.
All right. So there's also a table with like a small wash basin, and under each of the hammock pairs, there's a chest kind of bolted to the floor where you can store your personal items and clothes and anything you don't want to like carry with you or sleep in. And there's also a brass spittoon in the corner, because why not? Also down below, there's a mess hall, which is a set of long metal tables and benches, and everything is very close cornered, not a lot of space to kind of walk around there in. And there's a window in the wall that leads to the kitchens where sailors pick up their meals and then deposit their dishes when they're finished. And when there's not in meal times, you can find you find a lot of kind of crew members here, like playing cards or dice or other types of gambling and hanging out. And then there's also the deck up top, where you're going to find the mast, the sails, the steering, and the captain's quarters. So there's a bunch of stuff you guys can do on the ship.
The only thing that I haven't done that I wanted to do was the dart that I picked up from the gnome.
Yep.
I just wanted to look at it to see if it was like if there's anything on it, like in particular, like with like some sort of allegiance, or if it was just a plain dart.
It's just a plain dart.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, it was a little bit shorter than most darts because it's a gnome dart.
A tiny gnome dart. I'll make sure I specify in my inventory.
I'm going to go up the top deck. It's feeling a little stuffy down here for me.
All right. So at this point, you guys have already kind of set sail. You are speeding along the ocean.
Zoom, zoom.
Reeve, there is another dwarf kind of up there on the deck. I mean, there's people steering and moving the sails around and stuff, but there is one older dwarf who's kind of hunched over looking out at the ocean.
I'm going to walk up next to him. I guess he's leaning over kind of the banister, looking into the ocean. I'm going to just ask him, how long have you been sailing around Nire?
Oh, hello. Hello, my name is Windsor, and nice to meet you. I've actually been on this ship for quite a long time. I've been a good friend with Captain Seafolk since we were wee little boys, and I'm the ship's wizard, so I've been around here for a while.
I kind of raise my eyebrow, and I say, "A wizard."
Yes, I'm very interested in the practice and the study of magic and magical things, and I'm mostly kept around in case, we run into anything that needs a little bit of magic to get us through.
What sort of things would we need magic for on the sea, on the ocean?
Oh, in case there's a raging storm and maybe we need to do a protection spell on the boat, or in case we get attacked by pirates and I can turn us invisible, or things like that. Mostly just for protection and safety.
Interesting. My eyebrow.
What about you, young man? I did notice that you were from the soft hills as well.
Yes, I'm with the Masons Guild there, and I just was recruiting in town and got into a little scuffle. We're on a mission to retrieve some family heirlooms and artifacts for a new friend of ours.
Oh, Mr. Ironstone.
That's the one.
Yes, this is my first journey with Mr. Ironstone, but I know he and Captain Seafolk have known each other for some time.
Yes, they seem very friendly.
If you could say that.
I raise my eyebrow.
It's quite the eyebrow you've got going on there, my young man.
I kind of look away into the ocean and feel a little queasy from the waves in the ship. Kind of that motion.
You gotta notice there's a look on your face. He says, yes, our kind is not naturally seaborne, but me and our crew have been on the ocean for a long time, so it's kind of strange, see some dwarves on the water, but we've gotten used to it, and it's become our home.
It is very interesting. There are so many dwarves on the ship.
Yes, we like to deal specifically with our own kind. Dwarves, we're not the most tolerant of races.
Very self-aware dwarf, isn't he?
He's a wizard.
So true.
You're a different sort of dwarf. I've never met one such as you. A wizard, or a sailing wizard dwarf. That's just
Insanity.
interesting.
I'm not
My eyebrow
saying-
goes up. I puke over the side of the ship.
Oh my! Let me go see if I can find something to clean that up for you. And he disappears. I mean, not magically. He just goes.
He's gone.
What about you guys? Anything y'all are gonna do?
Tatsuo is always training, always sharpening her skills. So she gets out on deck and is taking the opportunity of the rocking boat to practice her katana forms, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what you call when you do the squares, with the sword, and you practice the stroking. So she's wah, 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 practicing.
All right.
I'm going to try to do a bit of a character study on these dwarves, and I'm really interested in how they talk, how they move. So I'm going to go to the mess hall and try to work my way into a game of cards.
All right. You find a group of 3 dwarves, and they're playing some dice, and they welcome you in. Like, oh, it's nice to meet you. We don't get a lot of visitors on our ship. It's mostly just, seeing each other's ugly mugs. But yeah, welcome. Come play some dice with us. Hope we got some money to lose.
Oh, I do have a bit, but hopefully I won't be losing much.
They are playing a game of dice where they'll basically roll, and you have to beat their roll.
Okay.
And depending on how high you roll, you can get different amounts of money, basically.
Okay, great.
So it's going to be a D20.
Okay. Do I have to say how much I'm putting in? Or is there
so
a set
the
fee?
ante is going to be 10 gold pieces.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I'll put in 10.
Well, they're sailors. They're not. they're not sissies, you know.
All right, so I try to hide my surprise at hearing 10 gold, but I'm like, all right, sure. Do I get any like modifiers or just a straight roll?
Straight up.
Oh man, okay. Can I inspire myself? No, I can't inspire myself. I'm
No, I
not.
don't think so.
No. Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1.
All right.
That's so bad.
Yeah. So you lose 10 gold pieces.
Oh
He's like,
man.
wow, it was nice playing with you.
That was awful. You know, may I just watch? Do you mind if I just watch?
Oh, sure.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
totally.
can learn some dice throwing technique from you all.
It's all in the wrist.
All right, so once I'm like chummy with them and they're
Yeah.
accepting me, I'm really trying to like pick up on like how do these dwarves talk? How do they move? So if I ever need to impersonate one later,
Okay.
I can.
Hey guys, it is Jay, your faithful, loving, and dare I say caring DM, coming at you at episode 2. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I can't stress to you enough how much fun we're having making this kind of reissuance of Nire. If you are not familiar, Nire kind of did exist a little bit before. I think I talked about it a little bit on the first episode. But one thing that I do want to ask of you, if you are enjoying what you're hearing and you want to be a part of telling the story, that includes things like contributing to special items or characters or things like that will show up in the show. Or if you want an exclusive button or hat, you can find all of that stuff at our Patreon. It is patreon.com/World of Nire. Thank you so much to everyone who's already checked it out. All of your contributions are going to go towards helping us make a better show. And that includes things like allowing me to have more time to write and edit and do all of the original music that I do for the show. It includes things like, hopefully sometime down the road, allowing us to get a better microphone setup. Allowing us to create merch that we can then give away and sell to you guys and things like that. So every little bit counts. We really appreciate everything and everyone who contributes to our Patreon. So again, please check out patreon.com/World of Nire if you want to be a part of this show. And also, our website, worldofnire.com, will have a link for our Patreon as well. And you can find out about our other shows we do on the Shoulder Cats Radio Network. Aaron and I do another show with our friend Richard where we watch movies from our childhood and see if they still hold up. So check that out as well. It's a lot of fun. We love what we do here. We love making these podcasts for you guys, and we hope you appreciate them too. And again, the easiest way that you can show your support is through that Patreon website. So please check it out if you have the time and if you have a couple extra bucks to spare every month. And until that, let's get back to the show. Thanks. So first day passes, and unless anyone wants to do anything kind of different, we'll just kind of assume that time is going onward. Unless there's something like specific you want to do, because it will be about a 3-week journey. So if there's something,
I am 100% sure that at one point in the 3 weeks, I'm gonna wake up Reeve in the middle of the night.
try and get that box.
No, I'm gonna.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna wake up Reeve about the box. Reeve.
What do you
Hey,
want?
I'm so sorry.
It's you know what time it is.
I know, but I couldn't sleep. I was just wondering. Do you think Rodney would know if we opened the box? Or do you think we could just sort of take a peek and he'd be none the wiser?
I promised I cannot go back on my promises.
Right, okay. Are you sure? Because there could be something really delightful inside.
I'm just I wouldn't feel right doing it.
All right, well, if you get tired of carrying it, just, let me know and I'll spend some time with it. If you ever get, if it ever feels heavy or you don't want to hold it anymore,
Can we just assume that anytime I go, my eyebrow goes up?
Yep.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Tatsu's like come around from the back and has started like poking at the box.
I jerk it away. Don't touch that. And I'm like, you both you stay away from my things. And I kind of stuff it.
Point taken. All right, I'll just try to sleep, even though it's going to be really difficult because I'm just wondering what's in the box and I won't know, so it'll keep me up and I won't get any sleep.
Knowing that I'm with my
Can
kind.
I roll a guilt check?
I mean, you could do a.
No, I'm kidding.
What is the persuasion?
I mean, I'll try. Can I?
Yeah, do a
what would
persuasion
that-
against his intelligence.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, interesting.
All right. Really high persuasion.
I have really low intelligence.
This is bad. Oh
This is gonna
God, I
be
regret
perfect.
this already. Oh, I rolled really bad. My dice are trying to save me. What'd you roll?
18.
I rolled a 7. But I'm giving him puppy dog eyes, so do I get advantage? No. Okay.
I take the box and I put it in like a pack, and then I rest my head on that pack and I go back to sleep.
How hard he's sleeping.
I
Just out of curiosity.
I reluctantly just climb back into my hammock and just start humming to myself.
I'd say tonight I'm pretty easily woken because I'm on guard,
Tatsu is
subconsciously
like
on guard.
in her bunk, but like peeking over, just looking.
You do have the ability to try like sleight of hand stuff and like try and grab it without being noticed.
No, I think I don't want to compromise our relationship.
Well, I was talking to
Oh,
Tatsu
I'm sorry.
because she looks more interested.
No. She just slowly sinks back down.
All right. So everyone kind of goes back to sleep. In the middle of the night, so this would be about a week and a half into your journey, you are all awoken by a clamor outside of your cabin. There's a lot of noise going on, like right outside the door to your cabin.
Okay. Can I hear what might be? Is it just shouting? Is it a monster?
There's a lot of shouting, a lot of footsteps and running and banging around.
I'm gonna clip on my rapier and put on my boots.
Nothing else.
I have my pants on and nothing else.
All right.
Pants,
I'm
boots.
snoring soundly.
Mr. Light Sleeper over here.
Well, after a week, he gets a little more lax.
Yeah, no, my
Motion
I'm
of the
sleeping
ocean.
with both eyes open, like, but I'm snoring.
So creepy.
Ew.
So everybody thinks I'm. It's just a trick I've learned. But there is a stomp. My bunk kind of shakes, and you see me kind of come, consciousness finds me, and I wake up kind of almost hitting my head on one of the rafters. And
The
I'm like,
bunk
"Whoa, whoa."
ahead of you.
Yeah,
Oh, you're on the top,
yeah, on the
right?
bottom. I'm on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So you
I guess
must
on the-
launch whoever's
yeah.
on top of you.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm like, what is going on? And I grab my shield and my javelin. And
So Neeman comes
weapons.
through the door. And he says, come up the deck. There's an abandoned ship approaching. Come on. Maybe we'll find some valuables on board.
All this clamor is just for more things. I thought we were in real danger, but I follow. I follow very quickly because I'm really interested, but trying to play it like I'm not interested.
Tatsu does like a parkour hop down from the top.
Just to
It's
get
like,
out of bed.
Ding, ding, ding. Because why not? But it's lazy,
Parkour.
like sleepy parkour, like hrit, hrit, hrit.
I put on my armor and shield and armaments slowly, but fast enough to catch up with everybody.
All right. So as you get to the deck, The blue light from the moon reveals a ship approaching with tattered sails. If it were a living creature, one might describe it as skin and bones. As it approaches, the bearded lady slows and crew members throw hooked ropes over the side to pull the ships in, so they're running side by side to each other. Captain Seafolk hobbles up to the commotion, his voice booming out into the clear night. He says, "Bring her in, boys. There'll be treasures for sure." And he turns to Neeman. He says, "Master Ironstone, gather your party. We board momentarily." So Neeman kind of looks at you all. He runs back to the cabins to get his little walking stick and get out of his pajamas and put his clothes and his armor on, which you guys are more than welcome to do if you are not ready. He comes back up, and Captain Seafolk comes with you guys, and you all jump over to the side of the abandoned ship.
I'm a little bewildered because I thought this was a passenger vessel, and I wasn't aware we were like boarding other vessels for treasure.
Well, it's a trading ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed that. As you know, I was just like, "Ooh, boat," and didn't really pay attention at all.
It's a ship.
Ooh, ship. Ship. It's a P there, everyone. Right. So I'm like probably bringing up the rear as far as coming over because I'm very hesitant. This is all new for me.
Tatsuo is like very wary of this, and she takes a minute to give a I don't know what the correct adjective for this type of statement is, but like ships that are adrift may still have an anchor.
What?
I don't know. Just like there might be something. We just gotta be careful here.
I feel somewhat inspired by her poetic moment there, and I just give her like a wow. Like a
Do you get
profound
inspiration points for that?
nod. No, unfortunately.
I let the wind just blow my hair as I make that statement, like in an anime, like when that happens.
My jaw drops slightly, and I'm just like watching her.
Well, you know what my eyebrow does.
All right. So on the ship, you guys kind of board in the middle of it. There's of course a mast right in the middle. There's some skeletons kind of scattered all over the place. There's
skeletons?
Yes.
Oh my god.
There is a captain's cabin behind the mast, kind of very similar to how it is on the ship you are on. There is a wheel with a skeleton gripped onto the wheel, kind of just like looked like it died while steering in the middle of a storm or something like that. And then there is a ladder to go below deck as well.
Are there any skeletons like near me, like on the deck, like within maybe 30 feet of me?
So the boat is about 30 feet wide, and there's one kind of like right on the other edge. So yes, 30 feet away.
I would kind of want to get a closer look at it, but I don't want to get closer than 10 feet. And so I just want to like see if it's really dead.
Yeah. I would say the boat in all is about like 30 wide by 90 long. So
yeah, I don't want to touch it. I just want to get like really like maybe within like 5 feet of something and just like look closely at it to make sure it's not like actually moving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a whiff of the air, and I just notice something off maybe, and I'm going to use a detect undead. I guess I use pretty much all my senses to do that. So I'm gonna use. I get 3 of those per long rest. So
okay, is that a spell or is that?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
No, it's a spell.
It's a paladin. It's a paladin ability.
Yeah.
Divine sense.
Yeah.
While all of this is going on, Tatsuo is just like taking her sword and is going like tap 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 on like the skeleton head.
And it kind of registers as a smell.
Yes, like an odor, like a strong odor.
You are just overwhelmed with stench. Like you notice, like you see, and as soon as you're getting hit with this stench is when Katsuo taps one of them on the head and all the skeletons on board wake up. So everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god. And I was within 5 feet because I'm stupid. 12 for initiative.
14 for initiative.
21.
21.
Ooh, okay.
Lightning fast reflexes.
Parkour.
Captain Seafolk is up first. So you guys see these skeletons rise up. You have the one at the wheel. You have one at the very nose of the ship, one at the tail of the ship. I know that there's ship terms for these things that I don't know what they are. You have one on the other side.
Starboard. Helm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stern.
You guys have one on the other side from the one you entered on, the one that's about 30 feet away that Amy's looking at, or that Biju's looking at. And then you have two, like, kind of near the stairs to go down deck. And one of them is what Tatsuo is looking at, what she just tapped on the head. The captain sees the one that Tatsuo tapped rise up, and he kind of rushes over. And there's 3 really close over there. So he reaches out. There's one that's about 10 feet away from him and one that's 5 feet away. So he takes a whip and he whips the one that's 10 feet away. And does it? Oh, yes, he does. Yes. Okay. So he hits the one with the whip. And that one takes some damage. And it also has to make a strength saving throw, which it fails. So it is prone,
What does that mean? Dead?
like
No.
on the ground.
He's just falling over.
He's prone bone.
Just use half his movement to get up.
And then he pulls out his rapier and attacks the one that just stood up in front of Tatsuo. He takes 2 hits. One of them he misses because the skeleton ducks down, but the other he hits for... He did some pretty good damage to the United Colors of Skeleton. Alright, Tatsuo, it's your turn.
Is the one that's next to me still alive?
Like right in front that you were touching?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So she's very surprised by it, and since she was tapping it with the katana, she just kind of like gut reacts and like whips out her, since I haven't used this one yet, the wakizashi, which is her like mini katana. And it's like, whoa, boom. Chiboo. In the
Okay.
head.
I mean, you gotta roll dice and stuff, but...
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. That is a 10, but how much do I get?
Plus strength, plus proficiency.
Plus 3, so 13.
That's a hit.
So that's a 6.
All right, on the one that was tapping you, that you were tapping.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that one is up next,
Mm.
and it's going to try and hit you with a rusty old sword that's in its hand.
Ew, tetanus.
Ooh.
He
Roll for tetanus.
he swings, takes a big old swing, but his little skeleton arm is so beat up. He misses and his arm becomes detached and it kind of like does a little boomerang thing and it slices him in half and he falls apart and falls down dead. And he dead.
Oh, wow.
He's re-dead.
These are kind of easy to kill, these things, huh?
Well, that one already had a lot of damage done to it from the captain.
Oh.
The
So
next
6
one,
didn't kill it outright?
no. The next one on the tip of the ship is going to pull out a short bow that it has and fire it off at the captain. And he missed. And it just flew right over his head. Shoop.
Into the mirror.
Now the one at kind of the other corner, like across the stairs from you guys.
Wait,
is-
we have to name them. I killed Mr. Jones Bones.
Oh, we don't need the one that's dead because he's gone. We're not going to talk
Still,
about
his
him
name
again.
was Jones
I think
Bones,
the
and
one
that's the way it's
prone-
going to be.
I think the one that's prone should be Indiana Bones.
No, he should be Indiana prone.
Indiana Prone Bones.
Indiana Prone Bone.
Oh, God.
The one. Give me a name if you're going to
Mr.
name him.
Clicky Clacky.
You got to commit to this if you're
Yeah,
gonna.
she's got him ready.
Mr. Clicky Clacky.
All right. So Mr. Clicky Clacky fires a arrow again at the captain. This one hits, and he
Ooh.
takes 5 damage, which is not that bad for him. All right, now there's another skeleton. What's this skeleton's name, Aaron?
Sir Heliton.
Sir Heliton the skeleton?
Yes.
All right. Sir Heliton. This is the one that's right in front of Bijou.
Oh God.
So he's going to take his short sword and swing.
But I'm so pretty.
That's why he hates you.
Oh, he's just jealous. I
Yeah.
get it. He's jealous of my flesh.
He wants it. Give me.
You take 6 damage.
I can't do this anymore.
All right, Reeve's turn.
I pull out my great axe and my battle axe, actually. I want to two-hand this thing. And I'm going to...
Spacing-wise, the only one that you're really close enough to get to is the one that just hit Bijou.
Sir Heliton.
Sir Heliton, yes, I will strike Sir Heliton with my mighty force. I rolled a 12.
Total of 12?
Total of 12.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Oh no.
All right. It is Neeman's turn. Neeman is going to shoot off a magic missile, which means he gets 3 essentially bullets. And he's going to fire them off at the one that is right in front of Bijou.
Sir Heliton.
Yes.
Yes.
He's going to fire one at Sir Heliton, one at... What was the one on the tip?
That was Clicky Clacky.
Mr. Clicky
Mr.
Clacky.
Clicky Clacky.
Mr. Clicky Clacky. And he's going to fire 2 at Sir Heliton and 1 at Mr. Clicky Clacky.
It's hard to take this seriously.
Listen, I'm taking it very seriously. I'm gonna.
I
die.
mean, yes. Right.
And he's going to cast that using 2nd level. So he's actually going to shoot 2 at each. So to Mr. Heliton, he gives 5 damage. And to Mr. Clicky Clacky, oh god, he gives 4 damage. That was not an exciting magic missile. Next up is Bijou.
I'm gonna have to cast Dissonant Whispers on the one that is closest to me. So I start whispering through my hands like this, and it sort of amplifies only to him, and it's a discordant melody. And he has to succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
He beats it.
Okay, well he still takes half damage, which is 3d6.
Oh wait, he's got -1 wisdom. No, he does not beat it.
Oh, then he takes full damage, 3d6. Psychic damage, that is 13.
Alright, and this is to Mr. Clicky Clacky?
No, this is to the Mr. Heliton,
Sir
who's
Heliton.
right in
Sir
my face.
Heliton.
The one
All
right
right.
in my face.
Sir
His-
Heliton the skeleton.
His head starts to kind of like... He hears things, right? That's the...
Yeah.
So he's like hearing this stuff, and his head just like falls off and rolls across the ship, and his bones all crumble down.
Oh, thank God.
I need a skeleton name, Aaron.
The femur schemer.
God.
She's unstoppably good.
Alright. Femur Schemer.
I've got a good one.
It's funny when other people say it real serious.
Just because of this, Femur Schemer is shooting you.
No.
Oh, Aaron.
No.
I think you're down again.
What? Did he give me more than 11?
He rolled a nat 20. So he gave you 12 damage.
Oh, God.
What the crap?
And then the one at the wheel, he's not going to attack anyone. He's going to, because he doesn't have any weapons, he's going to try and like steer the wheel, which doesn't do anything at first, but then you guys, the ships are connected, so it's kind of like pushing the other ship. So he's trying to, it looks like he's trying to like wiggle it away from from the bearded lady. And now it is Captain Seafolk's turn. Let's see. So
Save us, sea folk.
he's going to run up to the kind of where the mast is. He's going to shoot his whip off at the one driving the ship.
Does he not have a name yet?
You don't get to pick a name because you're down. You're unconscious.
Oh,
I get to say it.
Can
then.
we? Oh, yeah.
We're gonna call him Narrow Marrow.
Captain
Narrow Marrow.
Captain
Since
Narrow
he's driving
Marrow.
the ship.
All right, so Captain Nire
First
gets hit
mate.
by a whip. He takes 5 damage. So he whips Nire, and he's close enough to Bijou and Mr. Clicky Clacky that he can hit Clicky Clacky with his rapier. So he's gonna, well, not with that one, swing and a miss. Not with that one, swing and a miss.
Oh man, focus.
Yeah, he's. Oh wait! You already killed the one right next to you.
Yeah, that was Mr. Helleton. Or
These names, see, I had their locations all written down, and then you guys made me name them, and I can't remember which one is which.
yeah, I killed Helleton, who was in my face.
Which one was Clicky Clacky?
Was the one over by her.
No,
No,
because
she
he
killed-
was Mr. like Prone Jones.
Okay.
Was he the one? Oh, he was the other one on the side. Okay,
Yeah.
he could have reached that one as well, but
Okay.
he
so
still
he
missed.
went for him. Okay.
Yeah. All right, now it is Tatsuo's turn. You have to make a
Except
death saving throw.
Oh. Which one is that?
D20.
Ooh. It's a 7.
All right. You're one step closer to death.
That's a failure.
Indiana Prone is going to shoot Captain Seafolk. He hits him for 6 damage. And it is Mr. Clicky Clacky's turn. God, these stupid names. Mr. Clicky Clacky is going to also attack the captain, but he's going to do it with his short sword, and he misses. And it is Reeve's turn.
All right, I want to go for first mate Clicky Clacky. I want to kind of go aggressively go after his head with my battle axe.
Okay,
I rolled a 13.
that hits.
I rolled 7 damage
Plus your...
total.
Okay. All right. And that was to Mr. Clicky Clacky.
First mate Clicky Clacky.
Were you trying to chop his head, or like what's your
I was just
object?
trying to go straight down the middle, like just bash his skull in.
All right, his skull splatters into a million pieces, and then his bones all fall apart, limp. Next up is Neeman. Neeman is going to actually run up to Indiana Prone. He can't quite reach, so he's going to use Acid Splash. You hurl a bubble of acid, choose one creature within range, or choose 2 creatures within range that are within 5 feet of each other. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage. And it missed, so it takes 4 damage. It is Bijou's turn.
All right, I no longer have an enemy in melee. How far away is Tatsuo within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna run straight over to her, and I'm gonna cradle her unconscious body in my arms, and I'm gonna sing a song to her and cast Cure Wounds. And you're gonna get a D8 plus my modifier. You get 10 hit points back, and you're back up.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry you have to keep doing that. She clearly needs to get it together.
Yeah, and I'm also... Actually, no, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
So Mr. Femur Schemer, he's going to shoot an arrow at Captain Seafolk. No one likes Captain Seafolk, and he misses. And Captain Narrow Marrow is going to now move the wheel to the complete other direction.
Oh, Jesus.
And you can feel the boat kind of like starting to separate a little bit. And everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, can't she get advantage because she's been practicing on the boat?
19.
17.
Yeah, but you would have gotten it with 17 anyway.
Okay.
I got 18.
All right.
Plus
So everyone stays
modifier.
on their feet, including Neeman and Captain Seafolk. But you can feel the ship kind of like separating from the bearded lady a little bit. Like the ropes are still holding it tight because they were hooked in, but it's getting a little bit more distance. It's not directly side by side anymore. And now it is Captain Seafolk's turn. He's going to run right up to the one steering. Gosh.
What's his name?
Captain Narrow Marrow. And he
back,
missed with
everyone.
all of his multi attacks. And it's Tatsuo's turn.
Right.
You've got Indiana Prone, Femur Schemer, and Captain Narrow Marrow.
Can she get to Narrow Marrow?
You would not be able to run over there.
Okay, so who
But if you have like a ranged weapon, you could hit him with your ranged weapon.
she does have a longbow. 20,
All right, that hits.
and then that's a D8. 7.
All right, and that was for her Femur Schemer.
It was Captain.
Narrow Marrow.
Oh, okay. All right, next up is Indiana Prone. He's going to longbow or short bow. Well, Captain Seafolk's probably too far away from him at this point.
Isn't Neeman right there?
Yeah, he's going to go for Neeman. But he misses. Reeve.
I'm going to go for Femur Schemer. Am I in range with to be able to melee?
You're on the other side of the ship.
Oh, I'm on the other side. Okay. Is the other side near the captain's wheel?
No,
Okay.
it's the opposite side of the captain's wheel.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
You're close to Indiana Prone, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's take out Indiana Prone.
All right.
All right, well, that's not gonna happen. I rolled a 9.
Next up is Neeman, who is also over by Indiana Prone, and he's just gonna whip him with his quarterstaff. He's gonna use two hands and kind of like swing it around over his head and come down and whap him. He's gonna do 5 damage. Indiana Prone shatters into a million pieces.
So who's still going right now?
Femur Schemer and Captain Narrow Marrow.
That's it?
Yep,
Okay.
and it's Bijou's turn.
All right. So who am I closest to at this point? I was with Mr. Helleton.
Yeah, the captain.
No, I'm actually over with Tatsuo now, so I'm
Mhm.
closest to the captain.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be
I
close
shot
enough.
him with
You,
a longbow.
Yeah, so
you'd
that'd
still
be
need a
ranged.
range attack, or you can move up and do a range, so you're closer.
I'm
next
gonna
time.
move about 20 feet in, but
Okay.
not within melee. I want to stay kind of in between.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take that new dart that I got from my gnome friend. I'm gonna take that for a spin. So
Shooting at the
throw
captain.
that at the captain. So I rolled a 16.
That hits.
All right. Oh, that's a 1. 1 plus 2, so that's gonna be 3 damage.
All right. He
Going for
now
the eye.
has a dart sticking out of his eye socket,
Nice.
and he's kind of getting a little bit wobbly. Femur Schemer's turn.
Can I also do a bonus action?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna bardically inspire Tatsuo, and I'm gonna say, "I've weakened him for you. He's ready," and you get a D6 to use on an attack.
Femur Schemer is shooting at the captain, at Captain Seafolk, and he hits 7 damage. And it's Tatsuo's turn.
So it's Femur Schemer, and
Femur Schemer's behind Captain Narrow Marrow.
she's going to do another arrow at the captain. 15.
All right, that hits.
And finally, goodness. But only 2 damage.
That's fine. He shatters
Oh.
into 1,000 bone spurs.
Bone spurs.
And
That's a very serious condition. Don't joke about that.
Oh, wow.
now it's Reeve's turn.
debilitating.
Sorry. I'm going to use my javelin, though.
Okay.
I'm in
How
range.
much of a range does your javelin have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Let me look really quick.
Sorry, I didn't write that down.
Because isn't he like 90 feet away from you?
I think a javelin
The
is...
ship's only
about-
60, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 30-120.
So you can roll with the disadvantage on the range attack.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's going to be awesome if you get it, though.
13.
That hits.
Hey.
So I'm a little shaky on my feet. Throw my javelin anyway. Ooh, 7.
He gets a javelin in his rib
But
cage.
that's okay. That's fine.
Clang, clang, clang.
Neeman's turn. He's going to run, and he doesn't have a lot of range stuff. I guess he'll do Magic Missile again. And he's going to hit this one thing with all... he's going to do the 3, and he's going to hit this one skeleton with 3 Magic Missiles. 10. Which is still enough to shatter that skeleton. He falls up into a billion dusty bones.
Dusty bones.
Can Tatsuo find some better armor? Because. Yeah.
Not right now, because congratulations, you beat all the skeletons on this ghost ship. And we're going to stop this episode now and pick up next week.
Oh.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Shoulder.
Cats.
Radio. Dot com.